guys, it's Sam, and if you've been with me since last year, you will remember this background because this is what I use when I am visiting my parents. So this is my old bedroom. Looks very different than it used to when I actually lived in it. But here we are, and it's kind of the worst filming when I'm home because I only have a select time of day that I can film with how the light's shining in because I have to use natural lighting. And then the house is rather loud in that there's a lot of people and they're loud and the walls are thin, which I never realized when I lived here. So it's a fun time. It's fun. Yeah, the like 3 o'clock hour, 3 to 4 is when I can film, and it's usually also the loudest. Awesome. So today is Top 5 Wednesday. If you're new to Top 5 Wednesday, I would leave a link to the Goodies group down below for topics and such. This week's topic is our 2018 wish list, and this is not about specific titles of books or books that are on our wish list that are like actually real books. This is just discussions of themes or types of books that we want to see more of in 2018. These are actually in no particular order, but they're just 5 things that I'd like to see more of. So number 5 is more compelling YA fantasy releases. Now this is just because 2017 for me, I didn't find very compelling. YA fantasy, or fantasy in general, as you know, is one of my most favorite genres and one I read the most. So fantasy in general. And I've been very happy and very pleased with the adult fantasy releases, as I tend to be. But in 2017, the YA fantasy releases just weren't as good, in my opinion, or as exciting as like 2015 or 2014. I feel like a lot of really good series ended in like 2016, and then we didn't have a lot of things really coming up for 2017. And then we just didn't have a ton of really good, exciting new releases in 2017. I feel like every time I made an anticipated releases video, I was like, wow, I've seen this synopsis a million times. But I already have very, very high hopes for 2018 with the YA fantasy releases. There was a huge list that was posted a couple weeks ago that I actually retweeted on Twitter. And a lot of things are coming up that look very interesting. New synopsises like Children of Blood and Bone is the one that keeps coming to my mind by Tony Adeyemi. And that one I'm like, real hype for, but a lot of things in that same vein that are just new, not the same thing over and over. So I'm excited. I hope that this one comes to pass because it seems like it's going to. Number 4 is pirate books. It's my wish every year, and it basically never comes true. I just want a really compelling pirate book. I'm leaning even more towards like space pirates and stuff. Those are easier found. Those are books that are more common. Space pirates, that's a thing now. But just like a good pirate book. The only good pirate book that wasn't even fully a pirate book but was more piratey than most pirate books that I read this year was Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch. But that is not overall a pirate book. There's been a couple things that I've tried, like Dead Men Walking by Sherilyn Kenyon, that was just a little too over the top because I had like this paranormal element mixed in that I just wasn't really feeling, so it felt more like urban fantasy. I want just pirates. Man, I want like a pirate series. I want it without like some of the skeeziness, but I guess you kind of get that with pirates. I don't know, I feel like a few of the pirate books that I've picked up were pretty misogynistic, and I'm just like, nah. So I basically want Red Seas Under Red Skies with just the pirates. Pirate books. Number 3 is more Angsty Romance. Now you know that Angsty Romance is like an IV to the bloodstream for me. Like it keeps me alive, you know? And I just feel like the last couple of years I haven't gotten as much of it as I would have liked. I know it's not a trope or a theme that everyone loves, I know. But I do. And I've been craving it for a while. I feel like 2014 and even part of 2015, there was a lot of it. And I was just eating it up, and then I just kind of ran through all of it, and I haven't had a lot of it recently, and it makes me sad, because that's what I want the most. Those are the kinds of ships that really tug at the heartstrings. I've had some good movie things recently, but I haven't had many book things that quite grip me the way that I want it to, so I need it. Number 2 are more books with diverse casts where their diversity isn't the focus of the story. Now, obviously diversity is huge and awesome and wonderful. I like it too. But I feel like myself and a lot of people are kind of sick of it just being like the focal point. Like, this is a diverse book. It's like, yeah, great, but I just want the person who is diverse in some way to be like killing the dragons or like a blood mage or something really awesome, and it not to be just about their different diverse aspect of their life. Like, I want more. I feel like we all want more. We've been saying this for a very long time. So I would like more of that. I feel like, again, adult SFF does this fairly well. Like, that's been a thing for a while, like the Broken Earth trilogy and some of those things. But I feel like YA hasn't really quite caught up. And now that I need it just out of YA, because I wouldn't even say I'm primarily a YA reader anymore, but I would just like to see more of it, because I feel like they're doing fairly well in like YA contemporary, but I'm not a big YA contemporary person, and it's still usually the main focus of if it's a YA contemporary, because it's like a diverse book, and I just feel like we need to get past this. I felt like this in a lot of ways, and I'm gonna go on a tangent, but like, we need to get beyond the diversity 101 topics, and I've had discussions with other fellow like-minded people on Twitter about this, that we are into the intermediate stages. We want more out of these discussions. It's not so like black and white, and we all know the basics, and we're all just preaching to the choir by saying the same basics over and over and over again, so we need more. So 2018 is the year of Beyond the 101, and you'll be seeing more of that here and around, I am sure. And number one is specifically because I've been looking for this a lot in making my goals for next year, which you will see more so in January, me talking about my like 2018 goals and my wrap-ups and all my stuff. A lot of people have been asking, where are the 2017 wrap-up videos? Where are the favorite couples videos? Y'all, those happen in January. I want all the books that I read in 2017 to be included, so I don't do it in mid-December because I'm still reading. You'll get them in January. But anyway, I've been looking up a lot of lists because I want to read a ton more space operas, and you'll hear about that again, but I want female-led space operas. I do want to read Cameron Hurley, The Stars Are Legion. I already have that, but I need more of these because I keep looking for space operas and space opera lists and stuff like that, and I'm going to read the Expanse series, which is a fairly like multiple POV, I'm pretty sure, story, so it has female characters, but I want like more female-led space operas because a lot of them that I run into is just like all these male characters, and that's fine, but I don't want only male characters. I either want like a mix or lady-led. So that's my big dream, that more of the lady-led space operas, please and thank you. So that is it for my 2018 wish list. Comment down below, let me know some themes and some tropes and things that you want to see in books. Again, not talking about actual titles. I don't need to hear actual titles of things that you like are looking forward to in 2018. That's a different kind of video, but like the tropes and themes and kind of plot lines that you would like to see in 2018. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!